and welcome to Uncovered. For this episode, we've broken out of Exeter and come here to the rolling and picturesque countryside surrounding Sidmouth to make some very special friends at Slade House Farm, home to the Donkey Sanctuary. The Donkey Sanctuary was founded by Dr. Elizabeth Spencer in 1973. To date, over 14,500 donkeys have passed through the gates of the Donkey Sanctuary's farms in the UK and Ireland. Slade House Farm is the Donkey Sanctuary's headquarters and is the only farm open to the general public. Kate spoke to farm manager Maxine Carter to find out more about the sanctuary and its work.
We've got 7 farms in general and we rescue donkeys. Not necessarily all cruelty cases, some are just through the economic climate as people can no longer look after them, they haven't got the money.
It's hard to believe that anyone would actually want to harm these lovely animals, but you have seen some awful cases of neglect and abuse here, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. I've been here for 24 years now, and over that time I've seen a lot. A lot of it's down to ignorance and the fact that people don't know how to look after them. They've got a green field, they want to put the donkeys in there, eat the grass down. It's not best for their, environment and the changes in their body that they need. So again, that's when welfare issues start. And this is worldwide. And in Europe, we have cases everywhere, and the sanctuary as a whole treat donkeys worldwide, Ethiopia, Mexico, and we try and educate people. We're not telling them not to work their donkeys, we're not telling them, not to use them, not to put harnesses on, but what we're trying to do is make it better for them, so the donkeys can work in a better environment, and they're looked after much better, and they can, work and live longer.
Excellent. Well, some of your worst cases back here are Laurel and Hardy in the background.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened to them when they came here?
Well, they came to the Donkey Sanctuary. They were relinquished to us in 2009 from Wales. They came in with very, very long feet, very poor condition, thin, and they also came in with a little pony Tim. We couldn't actually get near Laurel and Hardy at the time because they'd been unhandled and just left and neglected. Their feet were very curled up, very long, and over time our farrier managed to get them back to the normal shaped feet that you see on the donkeys at the sanctuary today. Unfortunately, we had to feed them, get their coats, they were riddled in lice, and it's taken a good couple of years now. We're in 2013 and we've just managed to bring them into our group on Main Yard, where they can now interact with the public and the visitors. They're not on extra feed anymore, which means we've maintained their body condition, but they are on this side of the fence with their friends, Mr. Pickering, where they're able to get the extra grass that they require, and that's how we're able to maintain them.
Excellent.
We also rescue donkeys that we use for donkey therapy. Mr. Pickering, who is the donkey we've got in front of us, he used to be a donkey at our special needs centre, and there we're able to once again rehabilitate donkeys and provide therapy for children with special needs. We have a drop-in centre every month where the children can come with their families, their brothers and sisters, and we've got 7 centres like that across England, and we're also starting to work in Europe and worldwide to do the same sort of thing on a much smaller scale.
Okay. You also do research alongside the welfare as well. What kind of things have you learned so far, and how does it help you look after the donkeys?
Well, we've got a research team that's based here. Faith Burden, who's our main research assistant here, she's able to provide papers, talk to vets, talk to other universities, and we've actually in that time been able to produce feed that especially suited the donkeys, which wasn't happening before, and we're also able to look at like the worm burden, the lice problem, not just with donkeys but with equines and equids across England really.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Maxine,
No
for talking
problem.
to us. Let's see where Cam's got to.
So naturally, as one of the shorter members of the Uncovered team, I am with the giant donkeys. This is Junior. He is a Poitou donkey, and as you can see, he's got very, very big ears. In fact, almost the length of my forearm. The average male Poitou stands at 14 to 15 hands, and as well as their size, Poitou donkeys are also recognisable from their characteristic thick matted coats. The breed originates from the Poitou region of France. Traditionally, Poitous were used to breed mules for agricultural work, and they were exported worldwide for this purpose. However, by 1950 there was little demand for them, with the growing use of agricultural vehicles and machinery. With the loss of the profitability to breeders, Poitous became an endangered species. But all was not lost for this fantastic breed. In the 1980s, a collaborative association called La Sabot was set up to save the Poitus from extinction. Breeders, research scientists and organisations such as the Donkey Sanctuary all worked together to ensure the Poitou was preserved. It's a happy ending for the Poitou as their numbers slowly rose, and Junior and the other Poitous are certainly enjoying life to the full here at the sanctuary. So I still have a little bit of time to kill before going back to meet Kate and Lindsay. So I think I'm going to stay here and chill with my new friends for a bit.
Now you might think that this is just an ordinary wooden box, and technically you'd be right. But this innocuous piece of wood turns resident mule Millie into a first-class performer. Let's go and meet her. Hi Steph.
Hello.
So what is Millie's story and where does this box come into it?
Okay, well Millie's story is she came into the Donkey Sanctuary around about 2 years ago. Previous to that she had a lovely owner that did medieval reenactments with her, which means she had to pull a cart, pull some guns, step on a box and also walk up and down steps along with lots of other things. Unfortunately the lady could no longer look after her due to her health, so she came here. But when she came in she had a few behaviour issues. We think it might have been because she was missing her mum a little bit. So we kind of brought the box in along with a few other tricks, which I can show you a bit later if you would like.
Yep, Kate and Cam are coming along in a minute. I think
Okay.
they'd love to see some of that. So we're going to put on a good show for them, aren't we, Millie?
Brilliant.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Millie.
Hi,
You're
Millie.
just in time. You've got front row seats for a display she's about to put on for you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Millie starts by showing off her talent for fancy footwork. Get that girl on Strictly. Turning from dance to theatre, Millie channels her inner Juliet and kisses Steph's hand. Aww. What a class act. Take a bow, Millie. And of course, for the grand finale, the box is brought into action. By the way, that box is really heavy. Truly worthy of a standing ovation. Have you ever seen such a majestic mule as Millie? Just watch that mane blowing in the wind.
Well, that was a brilliant day. The Donkey Sanctuary really do some incredible work.
For some extraordinary animals. And that brings us to the end of the final episode of Uncovered for this series. And for me and Kate, our last episode ever.
At least we're ending on a high.
But join me and some new faces in the autumn to continue XTV's quest to discover the best of Exeter and beyond. Goodbye.
Bye.
Great shot of your face.
Thanks. But I'm the one editing it, so.